because yes, wait.
Hare Krishna, Dandot Pranam, Prabhuji.
Yes, go ahead.
All devotees to you also. So today we have to start with the 17. But Prabhuji, actually 17 verse is actually extension of verse number 16 only. Actually,
Correct.
all 15, 16, 17 are connected, but 16 is mostly connected with the verse number 7. 17 is connected with the verse 16.
Yes.
In short,
So yes. Therefore, I said that you tell us on 16 also.
So again 16 is connected to the 15, so 15 little bit will again deal with it. So last time we have done the sarvasya chaham ruddhi sannivishto mattaha smritim dhyanam apamonamcha vedesaram aham vedanta kuta vedachaham. So Lord is declaring here that I am situated in everybody's heart as Paramatma, and from this Paramatma only all the activities are actually initiated. Whatever happens in the body, Atma is Paramatma, is a consciousness. Atma in the form of consciousness is there, but Paramatma also is there. So all the activities actually are initiated from soul only, from Paramatma only. Actually, we are very proud that we see with the eyes, we talk with the mouth, or we hear with the ears, or we touch with the body, or we smell with the nose. But Lord says that mattaha smritim jnanam apamonancha. Actually, I am giving remembrance, I am giving knowledge, I am giving forgetfulness. In fact, whatever actions are being done by us are actually initiated by the Lord only. So we do not. Suppose a dead body is lying, it has got eyes. Can you see? It cannot see. So how can you see that we are seeing with the eyes? We see with the eyes because the energy which is given to the eye is by the Lord only. It is by the Lord only, soul only. When we are hearing with our ears, the energy, because all they are material. Our eyes are material, our ears are material, our skin everything is material. It is because the Lord is there situated in our body, in the form Paramatma, who is giving the direction, who is making us Chetan, who is making us live. Therefore, we are able to see, we are able to walk, we are able to talk, we are able to hear, we are able to smell also. So these senses which are given, they are material. And unless they come in contact with the transcendental subject, unless they come in contact with the Lord, it is not possible to see, it is not possible to hear, it is not possible to smell, it is not possible to touch also. Because a dead body don't have all these feelings. So ears are there, skin is there, eyes are there, everything is there. But he don't have feelings because the Chetana, the consciousness has gone. It is not there. We should understand that this is the important fact that it is the Paramatma who is doing everything. The Lord actually who is doing everything, and his action, it is because of his actions everything has been initiated. And then Lord states, next verse is very important. Dvamimam purushe loko shara akshara evacha sharaha sarva bhutani utho astara uchate. Now Lord is saying that there are Lord is making two types of classifications. There are two types of living beings. One type he is calling as Shara and other is calling as Akshara. What is Akshara? Akshara means those who are liberated, those who are live in the spiritual world. They are transcendental. Their bodies are transcendental. They are not material. And they live in association with the Lord. That is, they are the inhabitants of the spiritual world. They are called Akshara. And Kshara means they are fallible, Baddha Jivatma, conditioned souls. So here Lord is classifying two types of living entities, Shara and Akshara. So there are Dvamimo Purusho Loke. Dvamimos, there are two types of jivas are there, living beings are there. One is called fallible, other is called as infallible. What is infallible? Which are liberated. do not come in the material world, they live. Shara means those who are conditioned souls, but the Jivatma people, they all come in. Amimo Purusho Loke, Shara, Akshara, Evacho. Shara and Akshara, fallible and infallible, these are the two types of Jivatmas. And this is the qualification Lord has made. Sharaha Sarva Bhutani, Kuto Astara Ukchate. Whereas Shara, the Akshara, they live in the spiritual world, and Shara, they live in the material world. That is this particular place. So that qualification has been, that classification has been made by the Lord. It's very important. So we will understand the living entities. There are some in the spiritual world, some in the material world. We are conditioned souls, but the Jivatma. We are all called fallible. So this is this question he has made. So he says that the living entities who are actually, we know that there are innumerable living entities, are not they are not infinite. They can be counted. 84 lakhs, this 8.4 lakh species are there. They're all fallible. They come under fallible. So the living entities actually are the eternal separated parts. We know they are separated. Lord says, Mame Manshe Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana Mana Shashta Indriyani Prakriti Sthani Karshati. So all living entities are actually eternal parts and parcels of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. But when they come with the material world, so we are also having qualities of the God. But when we come in the material world, because we are Shara, we are fallible, we are conditioned, because we did not follow the rules of the spiritual world, did not follow. We wanted to enjoy separately, so we have been kept in for us the material world has been created. So though we are living entities and though we are a part and parcels of the personality of the Godhead, but when we come in contact with the material nature, we immediately come what is called as Shara. So there are 8.4 lakh species are there, we all know. 84 lakh उसको बोलते हैं. There are aquatics. There are sthavar, that is fixed, that is non-moving. There are birds. There are human beings. Then there are animals are there. There are like that. Jalaja Navalakshani. Jalaja Navalakshani means 9 lakhs. Jalaja means all aquatic animals. So 9 lakhs species are there in the aquatic, and one species also includes number of animals. It is not a 9 lakh species. One species also includes crores and crores of aquatics. So Jalaja Navalakshani. Then Stavara Lakshani. Stavara means those cannot move. That is trees and the plants. They are how many? Vimasatri. That is, they are 20 lakhs are there. Then Krimyo Rudra Sankhya 11 lakhs. That is Krimoyo and Rudra. That is insects are there. So this 11 lakhs are a species of insects and reptiles. That is who just sweep like snakes. Pakshinam Dasha Lakshanam. Pakshi means bird. There are 10 lakhs of species of birds are there. In Trimasal Lakshanam Pashu. Trimasal means 30 lakhs there are animals are there. And then Chatur Lakshanam Manushya. That is 4 lakh species of human beings are there. This is the classification which has been made in the Padma Purana. Jalaja Navalakshani Stavara Laksha Vimasati Krimyo Rudra Sankhyanaka Pakshinam Dasa Lakshanam Trimisal Lakshana Pashuha and Chatur Lakshanam Manushya. So this is the classification. So all they are nothing but they are called as Sharaha Sarva Bhutani. So when we come in the material world, immediately we comes under the contact, under the influence of 3 modes of nature. That is immediately comes. The moment we come in the material world, we are under the influence of 3 modes of nature. That is Sattvagun, Rajogun, Tamogun, mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. And all our actions are actually performed under the influence of these 3 modes. And therefore, we have to understand that if we want to become, we are now Shara, if we want to become Akshar, then what is to be done? We have to get rid of all these 3 modes of material nature. That is what we have to become transcended to 3 modes of nature. No mode of goodness, no mode of passion, and no mode of ignorance. That is why on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Arjuna was advised. Arjuna advised by the Lord in the 2nd chapter, that verse number 43, 44, so 45 is there, no? What is the 2.41? Arjuna was instructed by Lord very nicely. Traigunna Vishya Veda Nistray Guna Bhava Arjuna. Traigunna Vishya Veda Nistray Guna Bhava Arjuna. Bhava means Arjun to banja. Kya banja? Nistray Guna Bhava Arjuna. Nistray Guna, you become transcendental to three modes of nature. तुम अभी सत्व गुण में है. You are feeling that I should not kill my people. They are all my relatives. They are my रिश्तेदार मेरे सब है. They are my teachers. They are my relatives. So I will not kill them. This is nothing but a mode of goodness because he's acting on the bodily platform. He is a good person. Because he's a devotee of the Lord, he has got all these qualities that he doesn't want to kill anybody at the cost of getting a very, very good kingdom. He said, I don't want this kingdom. Better I will go to the forest and I will beg, but I will not kill my person and all. I will not invite the sinful reactions. He was talking about sinful reactions, and then Lord said, Ashochananva shoshastam padya vada sabhasase gatasunagata suchanasu shochan. You are talking like a learned person, but it is this type of statement doesn't befit to you are an Aryan, you are a Kshatriya. You have to see that I have appeared here to see that to establish the principles of religion. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bhavata abhyustanam adharmasya tadatmi ham sajami ham paritranaya sadhuna viraduskatam dharma sansthapanartha sambhavami yogi. I have to establish the principles of religion which has now declined. Dharma ko glani aa gayi. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati. Religion is moving towards irreligion. Dharmik sab ho rahe. So it is, I have to appear there. I have many agendas to appear, but one of the agenda is to see that all the irreligious elements are annihilated. So I am instructing you to see that they are all annihilated. Nimitta matra, you are just going to become nimitta matra. Already I have killed them. And then Arjun gives a lot of arguments. Then he says, निस्त्र गुण भव अर्जुना, you become transcendental to three modes of nature. आपको ये तीन गुणों से, अभी आप सिर्फ सत्व गुण में हैं. But I don't want this. Lord now telling Arjuna that don't be in the sattva guna. I don't want this mode of goodness. So this is the instruction to us also. To be in the mode of goodness is all right. Maximum we can go to a higher planet, heavenly planets, but there also period is limited. Once the pious activities are exhausted, again one has to come back. So the problem is not solved. So the Arjuna was instructed, निस्त्रय गुण भव अर्जुना, you have to become transcendental to three modes of nature. आपको तीन गुणों से परे होना है, न सत्व न रजो. आपको कहाँ जाना है? You have to get established where? In the Shuddha mode of pure goodness. Niryoga Kshema. What he says that Traiguna Vishya Veda Nishtaya Bhavana Atmavana Niryoga Kshema. Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. Then what is Atmavan? You have to understand your position. Niryoga means don't think about loss, profit. You are going to kill somebody. Nothing. You don't think about that. Don't think of it. You don't have any duality in the mind. Anybody remember the 2.45 sloka? What is exactly that second line is what? That second line? Nishtaya guna bhava Arjuna. Nirdvando. Nirdvando nitya sattvato. Nirdvando means you should not have any dualities. When you become transcendental to three modes of nature, first of all, the very benefit that you get, you become free from all dualities. Today we have dualities because we have not transcendental to three modes of. हमने तीन गुणों से परे होते नहीं है. तीन गुणों से जब तक हम ऊपर नहीं जाएंगे तो हमारे मन में द्वंद्व होंगे. निर्द्वंद. तो अर्जुन को कहा गया कि you become निर्द्वंद. That means you become free from all dualities. ये duality है. You are telling that they are my relatives. I will not kill them. I will invite sinful reaction. This is duality. You nitya sattvato. Nitya sattvato means get established on your spiritual. You should understand your what is spiritual position. And we know what is our spiritual position. Our position is that Jivere Swarupa Hoya Nityere Krishna Das. So Arjuna is being reminded by inciting Arjun to fight. Tasmat Yuddhasta Bharata. Isliye tu yuddha kar. Nitya sattvato, you want to understand your spiritual position. And Niryoga Kshema. And Niryoga Kshema means that you have to forget. No loss, profit. Don't think about this. Gain, loss. Don't think about that. And be Atmavana. Atmaman means get established in your original position. As Arjuna said in last chapter, 18th chapter, that last chapter, Nashta Moha Sprati Labda Tat Prasadena Maya Achyuteta Stito Asmi Gata Sandeha Karishye Vachanam Ta. Nashta Moha, my illusion has gone because this is all illusion. And Arjuna says, I will not kill, I will invite sinful reactions. Why should I kill? That is nothing but illusion. And then 700 slokas were being bombarded, being thrown on the Arjuna, and then Arjuna says, Nashta Moha Spriti Labda Tat Prasadena Maya Achyuteta. It is because of your mercy, my illusion has been vanished. Nashta Moha. Spriti Labda. My memory has been regained. Stito Asmi. I have understood. You told me no in 2.45. Become Atmaman. And now become Atmaman. I understood. You said no. Nitya Sattvato. So Nitya Sattvato and Atmaman. May abhi Atmaman bhi ho gaya. Nitya Sattva ho gaya. Because I have understood my spiritual position. Stito Asmi. Gata Sandeha. I have got many doubts. But Gata means I have lost. Mere sab doubts clear ho gaye. I had lot of doubts. I had duality. I was not knowing my spiritual position. I was not, everything has happened. I have now become self-realized. I have become Atmavan. I understood my position. I have now no dualities. So, Nashtamoha Spriti Labda Tat Prasadena Maya Achyuteta Stito Asmi Gata Sandeha. Doubts are cleared. Karishye Vachanam Taha. So now I will say what you want. Karishye Vachanam. Aapka vachan mein pura karunga. You tell me and I will do. So this is the perfect position everybody has to. कि हमें भगवान को कहना है, हमें गुरु को कहना है, we have to tell our spiritual master, you tell and we'll do it. So spiritual master will take the orders from the Lord or his spiritual master and he will give us and we'll say, okay, we'll do it. Karishye Vachanam Tava. Arjuna was fortunate. Lord was in front of him as a spiritual master. He could say, I will Karishye Vachanam Tava. We don't have Lord in front of us. We don't have that eligibility also, qualification also. So we can say to our Guru also that Karishye Vachanam to aap bolo hum kya kar sakte hum karenge. So one thing we should understand, the all Kshara and the all Akshara are there. And what is the difference between the living entity, spiritual world and the material world? We have material bodies, they don't have material bodies. Bhumi Rapo Nalo Vayu Kham Mano Buddhi Evacha. That is the our body is made up of Ashtada Shaktis. Their Lord says, no, that is my Ashtada Shakti. Bhumi Rapo Nalo Vayu. Bhumi Apo Anala Vayu. ये चार पांच प्रकार की पंच महाभूत हैं. पृथ्वी अपनी अग्नि आजो वायु तेयु. These 5 plus 3 Kham Mano Buddhi Evacha. Man Buddhi Ahankar. So out of 8 elements our body is made. The first 5 element body is called as gross body. The other 3 is called as shuttle body. When soul leaves the body, what happens? These 3 things, Man, Buddhi, Ahankar, they go along with the soul and they acquire other body. They take shelter of the other body. And a new body has been achieved. And this is going on for a number of, this business is going on for unlimited, infinite number of times this is going on. And we have to stop that business. That is why we have to take the instruction which was given to Arjuna. Nistray Guna Bhava Arjuna. Atmavana, Niryoga Kshema. Become free from dualities. And that is possible when we accept or when we take complete surrender of the Lord Krishna. Why we are suffering? Lord said in the Gita also, no? Mano Shashta Indriyani Prakriti Sthani Karshati. We take the shelter of mind and the senses. And Karshati means we are struggling. Why we struggle? We struggle because we take the shelter of our sense organs. We take the shelter of our mind and we try to become happy. That's not possible. So Lord says, you are suffering. Lord himself says, Mame Vamshe Jivaloke, Jiva Sanatana, Mano Shashta Indriyani Prakriti Sthani Karshati. You are struggling, you are suffering, you are undergoing misery because you take the shelter of man and Mano Shashta Indriyani. 6 इंद्रिय और मन के साथ आप क्या कर रहे? You are making plans. I will do this, I will do that, and I will this make, I will that. So many plans are, but that is with the help of what? Senses and mind. That is not. So we are taking the shelter of a very wrong things. Therefore, Lord says, you take shelter of me. Sarva parityaja mame kam sharana. Isliye what you You have to take the shelter of me. Mama ekam. Ekam means to me only, not to any other. Ananya. Ananya sa chintayanto ma ye jana. Ananya means no, nothing else, no other, only me. That is ananya. Mama ekam sharanam. Mamayo prapandante maya meta tarantite. Mama evam, evam, everywhere evam as well. Evam means to me only. Not to Brahmaji, not to Shivji, not to Ganeshji, not to other demigods. To me only. Specifically, he's not taking the name of any demigod, but he's telling that only you have to surrender to me and me only. Take shelter of me. Don't take shelter of any demigod. Don't shelter of your mind or senses. Then what will happen? Karshati. Then you will suffer. Misery. Mana shashta indriyani prakriti sthani karshati. आप फिर सफर करोगे. अगर आपको लगता है आपको मन का सहारे लेंगे, आप अपने इंद्रियों का सहारा करके आप प्लान्स बनाओगे, तो यू आर गोइंग टू सफर. मन षष्ठ इंद्रियाणी प्रकृति स्थानी कर्षति. आप सफर करेंगे. So take shelter of me, therefore. Sarvadharma parityajam mamekam sharanam. To take shelter of me, then it is possible. Ananya sa chintayanto ma ye jana paripasate tesham vabhami aham. I will carry what you have, I will protect it. Yoga kshemam vahami aham. What you have, protect. What you don't have, I will give. So when there is so much guarantee from the word, therefore we should complete take. And therefore one has to, for this one has to become translated to three modes of nature. हमें तीन गुणों से परे होंगे तभी क्या भगवान के नजदीक जा सकते. Then we can associate with the Lord and its parshadas, and that is called as Brahmabhut Avastha. In that case, you forget your own body and you go to such a height. Spiritual advancement is there. That is called Brahmabhut Avastha. We are in the material world, but being in the material world, so we are not connected with the material world. Our actions are going as if they are going automatically. The household work is going on, but actually we are not involved. Mentally, we are not involved in it. It's going on. And when person goes to Brahmabhut Avastha, actually Lord takes the care of his work. He actually doing his own work. Externally, we feel that Tukaram is doing, or Mira is doing, or Prabhupada is doing, or Tulsidas, Surdas. No, it has been, their work has been taken over by ठेका किसने? भगवान ने ले लिया. वो उनका काम, हमको लगता है वो सब गृहस्थी में काम कर रहे हैं, but वो काम सब भगवान कर रहे हैं. That is called Brahmabhut Avastha. और Brahmabhut Avastha is very important. ब्रह्मभूत आत्मा प्रसन्न आत्मा न शोचति न कांक्षति समः सर्वभूतेषु मदभक्ति लभते परम. When we go to Brahmabhut Avastha, what happens? When we go to Brahmabhut Avastha, prasanna atma, your soul gets satisfied. Paramatma becomes very happy. Brahmabhuta prasanna atma no shochati na kanshati. Na shochati na kanshati. Shochati means no lamentation. We will not lament. Either there is a loss, whether profit, nothing, he will not. Na shochati na kanshati, or something he gets, he will not rejoice. He will not very elevated. Oh, I got this. No. Na shochati na kanshati. Because one person becomes translated to three modes of nature. He is going above the three modes of nature. He comes to the Atma level. He comes to soul level. And at soul level, there is nothing, no misery can get attached to him. Brahmabhuta prasanna atma na shochati na kanshati. Samaha sarvabhuteshu madabhakti labate param. And then he gets an equal vision. He looks at everyone as with an equal vision. He doesn't distinguish. He's a cat, he's a dog, or he's a human being, he's a Brahman. No. Samaha sarvabhuteshu, that means to every living entity, he looks at equal vision. And then Lord says, Madabhakti, such a person is very dear to me, he will come to me. Vidya vinay sampanne brahmane gavi hastini shuni chaiva shapake sa brahmana samadarshina. So those samadarshi hote hai, those equal vision, who can have, provided they have become Brahmabhut Avastha, they have achieved the Brahmabhut Avastha. Those who have crossed the three modes of nature, they don't distinguish. Vidya vinay sampanne brahmane kavi hastini. He may say a cow, he may say a chandal, he may say an animal, he may say a Brahman. Anybody can say. But he will not. He say everybody, the soul. According to karmas, everybody has got a difference. Somebody is wearing a dress of cat, somebody is wearing a dress of Brahman, somebody is wearing a dress of a chandal, somebody is wearing a dress of a dog, like that. Vidya vinay sampanne brahmane gavi hastini shuni chaiva shapake cha brahmana Samadarshina. So one has to become Samadarshina. Samadarshi means equal vision. Otherwise, we'll always want differentiate. He's a poor, he's a rich, he's American, he's Indian. No. Since we are all spirit soul, there is unity. No. There are 600 crore people are there. Manush common point, that is we are all soul. We are all got only spiritual existence. If this fact is understood by all people in all countries, there won't be war. Because we say that I am American, I am Israeli, I am this Jewish, or I am English, I am British, I am Indian. It is because this is nothing but a bodily recognition. If everybody understands, no, I am not Pakistani, I am not Bangladeshi, I am not Indian, I am not American, I am not Jewish, I am not Christian, I am only spirit soul. If this fact is understood by everybody in the world, then there cannot be any problem. Because we understood that we are all on the same platform. Today we are not Samadarshi. Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastani Chuni. Because we are not Samadarshi, we try to fight with each other. He is from this country, he's from this country, he's from that religion, he's from this religion. So I will fight him. He will fight with me, I will fight him, I'll finish him. We should understand we are all the same. Unity is there. There is no disunity. Unity is there. We are all spiritual spark. We are all spiritual. We are all spiritual. And that is why Prabhupada has doing actually. Prabhupada actually propagated this formula. Unless people understand that we are all spiritual sparks, we are all under spiritual, and we have unity among them. Any common factor is them. Nobody is unequal. All are equal. Everybody. Everybody has to serve the Lord. Very nice. Because it contains everything. You go to Buddhism, they say we are non-violent. We say, okay, we are also non-violent. We go to Christians, they say we love God. We also love the God. You go to Muslims, they say we serve the Lord. We are also serving the Lord 24 hours. So what is available in religion, actually everything available with us also. हम में ऐसी कोई हमारे सनातन धर्म में ऐसी कोई चीज नहीं. Non-violence, yes, we are non-violent. You love the God, we also love the God. You serve the God, we also serve the God. So that means our Sanatan, our Vedic philosophy is having actually covering all religions. So those who understand perfection, they will come to us only. Therefore, very Christian people, Muslim people, or so many people have come because they understand. It is saying what I want, I am getting rupees note. It also has got a 200 rupees note. It also has got a 50 rupees note. It also has got a 20 rupees, 10 rupees. So nobody can say, I don't want 500, I want 50 rupees. Then 50 rupees is there also. No? I want 100 rupees there also. No? So our Sanatana or Vedic philosophy and Vedic religion, that we have got everything. We have got non-violence. We love the God. We serve the God. Whatever is given in every religion is actually there in our religion. So that is the beauty. So this is all about the 16. And now we'll go to today's, again connected with this only. That Uttama Purushastha Anvaya Paramatmeti Uttar Dehat Yo Lokatrayam Avishya Vibharti Avya Ishvara. Very nice verse. It's connected. Uttama. So now we'll think. Now the Lord has classified all the living entities into two parts. Shara and Akshara. Fallible and infallible. Liberated and conditioned. There are liberated who live in the spiritual world. They are conditioned souls who live in the material world. But then Lord says, don't forget me. I am also there. And therefore he says this word. What is that? Uttamaha Purushasthanvya Paramatmeti Udaya. Yo Lokatrayam Avishya. See, first line what he says? Beside these two means what? Translation में क्या लिखा है? Beside these two means beside the Kshara and beside this Akshara. Beside this fallible and beside this infallible. beside this condition and beside this liberated souls, there is one greatest living entity is there. And he is nothing but Supreme Soul. He is the Lord. Supreme Consciousness. We are a minute consciousness. He is a Supreme Consciousness. He is a Supreme Soul. And he is how? Last say it is Avyayam. Avyayam means it cannot be exhausted. So he is the imperishable. He cannot be destroyed. Like we say in the case of soul, Jayate Mariyate va kadachit nayam bhutva bhavita vana puja ajo nitya shashvato puran. So ajo means it doesn't take birth. So Lord doesn't take birth. Nitya, and he cannot be never be destroyed. Na hanyate hanyamane. So soul cannot be destroyed. So Lord also cannot be destroyed. Na hanyate hanyamane. So he is an imperishable Lord. So first line only telling us that Uttama Purushastha Anya Paramatmeti Uttara. Paramatmeti Udarata. It is said that beside these two, there is a one greatest entity, living entity, greatest entity, living personality. He is a personality. He is a personality. Brahmeti Paramatmeti iti Bhagwan iti Shabdati. Third stage. He is a personality. He is the Supreme Soul. He is the Supreme Consciousness. He is imperishable. That is the first line. So, don't think Lord say that there are only infallible. No, I am above that. You cannot say. He is infallible, of course. He is Achyut. Achyut means he doesn't fall. He also comes under infallible, but he cannot be categorized as Akshara Bhuta. And what he does, that is stated second. What is his job? That is stated in the next line. Yo loka. Yo means wo Bhagwan, wo Supreme. Loka Trayama Avishya. Loka Trayama Avishya means he entered. Avishya means he enters into three worlds. And what he does? Vibharti. Vibharti means maintaining them. The Lord said that not only I am Supreme, not only I am greatest, but I also job of entering into all three worlds. तीनों लोक में मैं प्रवेश करता हूँ, क्या करता हूँ? विभर्ति, I am maintaining entire three lok, I am maintaining it. I am see that I am satisfying or I am supplying all the necessity supplies I am supplying to them. That is my job. Otherwise, you say just I am a greatest personality. What is your job? Lord already said 9th chapter. Aham sarva saboho mattaha sarva pravartate. Everything I have been created. Spiritual world also I have created. Material world also I have been created. And maya adhyakshena prakriti suyate characharam. Under my supervision, everything is going on. So here the same thing is saying that yo lokatrayama avishya vibharti. I enter into all these three lokas. There are three lokas. One is our the planet, above one and below. So there are three worlds are there. So I'm entering into all three worlds, all three lokas. And what I'm trying to, I maintain and supply whatever they want. So he's actually supplying, he's actually giving all the necessities to us. And this point is very well explained actually in the Prabhupada always used to example. This is very well explained in the Katha Upanishad. Prabhupada always give the examples. Ki nityo nityanam chetano chetanasam. Nityo nityanam chetano chetanasam. Eko bahuvidinam. Yo vividati kaman. Nityo nityanam chetano chetanasam. What is this Paramatma? He says, I am entering. So this is nothing but beautifully explained in the Prabhupada says, explained in the Upanishad, Katha Upanishad. Nityo nityanam chetano chetanasam eko bahunam yo vidaiti. What is the meaning of that? The meaning is that Supreme Lord is eternal and the living also are eternal. Upanishad says, yes, Supreme Lord eternal, but who are staying with the living entities, whether they are living in the material world or they are living in the spiritual world, all are nitya, all are eternal. They are eternal. But Supreme Lord is also cognizant and the living being also are cognizant. But difference is that one is doing one work which other is not doing. What is that? The difference is that the Supreme Lord becomes many. Or the Supreme Lord is supplying all the necessities of life for the many other living entities. This is very important. Jitne bhi 84 lakh species, 8.4 lakh species just now we have seen. all the requirements. They want air, he's supplying the air. They want food, he's supplying the food. Whosoever, those who are living in the air, whatever requirements are there for the living beings who stay in the air, all supplies are given. Those who live aquatics, for them a special type of sense is given so that they can do respiration in the water also. So he says that to all these 8.4 lakh species, I am supplying all the necessities. And that is why he is a supreme. That is why we say that beside these two, there is the greatest living personality, the supreme soul, the imperishable Lord himself, who has entered the three worlds and is maintaining. So he's doing a beautiful job. Not only so you see somebody the supreme, then he should do something good too. That is Lord is saying. In nityo nityanam chetano chetanasam. Eko bhavidanam yo viditi bhavata. So that means this verse has been very nicely explained. If we see the purport of this nityo nityanam in Kathopanishad, it is a second chapter, second canto, second. It is given second. Prabhupada produced 2 to 13. It is given. So it is clearly stated that all the innumerable living entities, some are conditioned and some are liberated. There is a supreme personality who is Paramatma, and Upanishad were the saints, as we see Nityo Nityanam Chetano Chetanasam. All living entities, I am supplying the necessities. I am entering into them. So the supreme personality of Godhead is situated not only everybody's heart as a Paramatma, he also enters into all three lok. So wise man can understand, and then he is such, the person who will understand this, Prabhupada says that he will be eligible to attain a perfect six. Shanti bhaknoti na kama kami. Such person will get what is called as peace. That is the peace formula. We also seen the peace formula. Bhoktaram yadapasa sarvaloka maheshwaram. He is actually Bhoktaram. He is an enjoyer, and one should believe that he is a lord of all planets, and he is supplying everything to us. Once he understands, everybody understands this particular knowledge, then he will become free from all bondage. There will be no bondage. Mukta sangasya jayate. So this is a very short description I have given. And, this particular verse has only, we have to remember that Lord is beside Akshara and Shara. He is there, enters in the three worlds, and he is maintaining all of us. Nityo Nityanam Chetano Chetanasam. That is his greatest quality. Hare Krishna.